Why are you arresting him? What is his charge? What is his charge? What is his charge? Excuse me, what is he being charged with?
What is the charge?
Sir?
Sir?
Sir? What is his charge?
That's between him and the police now.
Well, they should announce it, right?
You ordered him to be arrested. What is the charge?
What is the charge?
What is the charge?
So you're not even announcing what the charge is? David Menzies for Rebel News here in downtown Toronto. And folks, I'm standing outside St. Michael's Hospital. And the reason for that is that my guest, Salman Sima, had to be rushed here earlier tonight. You see, Mr. Sima was out on University Avenue doing a counter demonstration to the pro-Hamas hate fest. This time it was the Al-Quds rally where the hateful rhetoric was being spewed. And you might be saying, which pro-Hamas supporter injured Salman Sima? Oh, but you're jumping to conclusions. It was the police that roughed him up, that required Salman to come here and get treatment. Why are you arresting him? Why are you arresting him? What is his charge? What is his charge? What is his charge? What is he being charged with, sir? Pardon, what is the charge?
It doesn't matter.
You're not allowed to tell somebody why.
Back up or you're going to get arrested too for obstruction.
What,
Give
what,
my
what
officer some
obstruction,
space.
sir? What obstruction, sir? There's your officer.
My officer.
There is your officer, okay? This is crazy. Salman, I saw the video myself. I couldn't tell you were doing anything wrong. What the heck happened several hours ago just west of here?
So it was a hate festival, Al-Quds rally, which is backed by the Islamic regime in Iran. Clear sample of foreign interference in our country, in Canada. So I was standing in the sidewalk peacefully, and my sign was Hamas is a terrorist organization. We had a Canadian flag, and the other friends they had a sign that IRGC is a terrorist organization. The other friends, they had a sign that rape is not resistance. But guess what? Canadian flag offended Toronto police.
So you've got this sign, you're doing a demonstration, you're vastly outnumbered by the pro-Hamas hooligans. Then what happens? What do police do or say to you?
Several times police officers tried to violate our Charter of Rights and Freedom, and they said that you cannot stay here, you cannot stay here. I said that no, as long as I am peaceful, I can stay here. Then police officer said that, oh, we are here to protect both sides. Then I said that thank you, police officer, you are here to protect those jihadi anti-Semitic mob. Then it was a very peaceful conversation. And there is a video of that. They said that you are arrested for breaching of the peace, something like that. It was 100% peaceful. I didn't touch anyone. Everything was peaceful. We had just a sign and Canadian flag, lion and sun flag, the real flag of Iran. And
so Salman, just to be clear though, they did indeed put you under arrest for breach of the peace.
yes.
But wait a minute. I know, as per usual, there were chants for genocide during this Al-Quds march, Intifada, from the river to the sea, and so on. How were you breaching the peace?
Exactly. It was an irony. Exactly at the same moment that the officers tried to arrest me, they were chanting for Intifada, Intifada. Intifada means that violence attack to the Jews, not just in Israel, in all over the places. So
I got to tell you, Salma, in the Department of Misery Loves Company, I know exactly where you're coming from with the Toronto police. Folks, do you remember what happened last March when I was covering a pro-Hamas rally trying to shut down the Justin Trudeau fundraiser? Well, I got arrested because the police thought that I might ask questions that might incite the pro-Hamas hooligans. Here, check it out.
Brother. It's amazing. We offered you some food if you want to eat.
King's Highway. I'm not going to move. What is going on here? We just want you to What's the problem? Guys, excuse me. We're trying to put him behind the Hey, that's my guy. That's my guy. Stop.
So there you go, Salman. You know, there's a movie, Minority Report, set in the future. It's about a pre-crimes unit. They arrest you if they think you're going to commit a crime. That's what happened to me in Toronto of 2024. But again, what happened to you? And this isn't the first time you've been roughed up. I believe going back to December 23rd of last year, once again, you had that egregious offensive Canadian flag. And here is how Salman was treated by the mob.
They're attacking Salman Sima, grabbing the Iranian flag.
By the way, Salman, when they roughed you up like that, stole your flag, any charges to any of those people?
No charges to any of those people, and unfortunately, I lost my freedom once in Iran by the Ayatollahs, by the dictatorship, by the IRGC, and Justin Trudeau is warming up the car, and I can see the unity of Red and Green Alliance, and I can see that how Toronto police violated my Charter of Rights and Freedom, and Toronto police they told me that we are doing it for your safety. I said that I don't exchange my freedom for safety.
And that's perversely ironic, because when the police roughed you up, that's what resulted in you having to go to hospital. Did you tell them that you had a previous shoulder injury from December? Did they, modify their behavior at all?
I said it, and I was in a pain, and I was screaming that, oh, my shoulder. The other friends, they know that my shoulder was dislocated, and even a police officer, because it's a dislocated shoulder, you cannot twist it how much or how long you want it, but they did it, and they didn't care.
So they knew about the injury, and they still manhandled you that way. That is absolutely egregious and outrageous, Salman. What we've seen, I think, Salman, in the last 6 months since the October massacre in Israel, is law enforcement here, they're not enforcing the law. They are so-called keeping the peace. And keeping the peace, to me, it looks like they are just turning a blind eye, whether it's chants of genocide, whether it's vandalism, whether it's firebombing Jewish businesses and restaurants, whether it's physical assault. It's like might makes right. Going after the people in the pro-Hamas camp, that's too much trouble. But one lone guy like you, that's easy peasy. That's not law enforcement. That's bending the knee to the bullies.
Thanks God I was not alone. We have a few the other freedom fighters and some political prisoner from Iran, former political prisoner from Iran. They were supporting me. We were together. And even Toronto police, they don't keep the peace.
We have incidents where the police were giving the pro-Hamas types free coffee and Timbits. I guess it can get kind of cold when you're out on a bridge all day spewing hatred in the middle of a Canadian winter. It's absolutely unbelievable. Salman, in terms of how you feel mentally, because this is not the first time you've been attacked, has this crushed your spirits, or are you going to continue fighting for freedom?
You know that the moment that they sent me to the cell, it was a 2-step in 3-step cell. It was a very small cell. It reminds my memory from my torture in Iran, in Evin prison, when I was arrested and tortured by IRGC. And I said that, okay, you once fight for freedom and peace in Iran, still the fight is continuing.
You know, it's amazing. I mean, I live in a city with a huge Persian minority, Richmond Hill. And, you know, so many Persians tell me that the reason they left Iran was to get away from this tyrannical nonsense. And they are kind of shocked to see it come across the ocean onto our Canadian shores. Do you feel that way yourself sometimes?
Unfortunately, yes. Unfortunately, yes. And I came here as a refugee. I took refuge in beautiful Canada. In 2011, when I came Canada, Canada was not like this.
Folks, are you as sick and tired of the garbage we are seeing from the pro-Hamas hooligans weekend after weekend? And are you tired of the way law enforcement has, well, basically, they've given up. They're bending the knee in the face of bullies. Please go to our website, deporthamas.com. That's deporthamas.com. Sign our petition, and if you can, kindly make a donation so that we can continue to bring you the other side of the story.